Caspa holders, welcome back to another brand new video. Hope you guys are all doing well and hanging in there for Caspa. So yes, in today's video, I do want to give you guys an update on Caspa. I do want to talk more about Caspa, and there is in fact a fair few things that I do want to show you guys. Okay, so looking at the Caspa price right now, okay, still holding pretty well. Okay, Caspa, right, is really just chilling. Okay, for the past few days, we know Caspa has in fact been consolidating. Okay, you guys can clearly see that. We're currently in the 1 hour time frame. Right, we did actually see Caspa bouncing back up to 9 cents. Okay, back in August, right, of 29th of August. And it did in fact have this drop back down to 8 cents, right, just below 9 cents. And ever since I had this drop, it's just been consolidating at this level. Okay, so you guys can clearly see Caspa is truly just chilling. And I told you guys many times, this is truly a great opportunity to buy more Caspa. Okay, it really, really is. I don't know about you guys, but personally, I am buying a lot of Caspa. I really am taking this as an opportunity to buy a lot of Caspa because I do believe Caspa right now is pretty much near its bottom. Okay, and yes, we could potentially see Caspa going much, much lower, back down to, 7 cents. Okay, maybe even lower than that, back down to maybe 6 cents, just below 7 cents. We will have to see about that, but you guys need to understand, okay, you can never really time the market. And I do believe Caspa right now could potentially be at its bottom. I don't think we will see Caspa going back down to, that 5 cent level, like I, mentioned many, many times. Okay, and we did actually see Caspa going back down to 5 cents, not once, but twice, back in March, okay, and April, right? You guys clearly see that, okay? So I don't think we will ever see Caspa going back down to this 5 cent level ever again, okay? But there is potential that it can go down to, 7 cents or maybe even lower than that, right? But I don't think we will see Caspa going back down to 5 cents ever again. That is just my personal opinion. But yeah, you guys need to understand soon enough, Caspa is going to have a beautiful run up to the upside. We know Caspa has in fact been on this downtrend, like I've been showing you guys many, many times. And soon enough, yes, it's going to break this resistance and it's going to go much, much higher. Okay, that's what you guys need to understand. Okay, and we're going to see some retests along the way. Okay, but you guys need to understand Caspa will eventually be going up to its previous highs of 20 cents, even reaching a new high. Okay, that's what you guys really need to understand. Okay, because this is going to be happening for Caspa, whether you guys like it or not, whether you guys are ready or not. Caspa will be reaching new highs. Okay, so Caspa today is slightly up, nothing too crazy today. Okay, it's slightly up 1% today. For the week, Caspa is down 3%. Okay, over 3%. For the month, it is down also over 3%. And for the year, of course, it is still down over 40%. Okay, 46% for Caspa. Okay, for the year. So yeah, Caspa. Okay, yes, clearly has been dropping, and this is truly the best time to accumulate. Hopefully you guys are truly taking this as an opportunity to accumulate more Caspa. Okay, because I'm accumulating a lot, guys. I know Caspa right now is pretty much potentially at its bottom, like I said, or near its bottom. Okay, we could potentially see Caspa going much, much lower, back down below 8 cents, back down to 7 cents. Okay, that is very, very possible. Okay, that's what you guys need to understand. Remember, we are in fact in September. Okay, and historically in general, right, September is a pretty bearish month for Caspa. Okay, I already talked about this in my most previous video. Okay, just a couple of hours ago. If you guys haven't seen my most previous video, the one that I uploaded like a couple of hours ago, like 3-4 hours ago, once you're watching this, where I was talking about Bitcoin. Okay, because historically, Bitcoin does not perform that great in the month of September. And yet historically, same with Caspa, right? But back in 2023, we did actually see Caspa up 45%, which is crazy, in the month of September. So who knows where Caspa, okay, will be heading, how Caspa, will be performing this month in September. It could potentially be in the greens or in the reds. Okay, we don't exactly really know. But I do believe, in general, okay, Q4, that's going to be the important bit, guys, because Q4 is going to be very, very bullish for Caspa. Okay, October, November, and December. You guys can clearly see November is very, very bullish for Caspa, right? You guys can clearly see that. 2024, 2023 to even 2022, all green. Okay, for the month of November. Look at 2022, it was up over 300%. Okay, in 2023, it was up over 100%, 156%, guys. Okay, in 2024, just last year, was up 41%, which is not too bad. So November, be excited for that, Caspa holders. Okay, so Q4 is going to be absolutely amazing for Caspa, and I hope you guys are ready for Q4. Okay, because it's going to be fantastic. The volume today, nothing too crazy, $38 million. The market cap for Caspa is still above 2.2 billion, which is always nice to see. The next reduction is very, very soon. Okay, in the next 21 hours, so below 24 hours. And the next reward is 4.37 Caspa. Okay, so the reward will be reduced. Okay, so be ready for that, guys. But yeah, looking at this, right? Looking at the Caspa chart, just like what I've been showing you guys, okay, we will see Caspa breaking back up to 20 cents, reaching back up to its previous highs, and it's not going to stop there. Okay, it's not going to stop there, guys. Caspa will be going much, much higher. Okay, it's going to break that resistance, okay, and it will be reaching up to, you know, a new high, 25 cents to 30 cents, and so on and so on. Okay, so soon enough, guys, this will be happening for Caspa, and I hope you guys are truly ready for this, because Caspa will be reaching new all-time highs, new record highs, and I hope you guys are truly prepared for that. Okay, so that's why I've been accumulating a lot of Caspa while it's been below 20 cents. Okay, not just 20 cents, but below 10 cents. Because buying Caspa below 10 cents is a blessing. It truly is a blessing. It's a gift, and it really is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, because we may not see Caspa ever again back down below 10 cents ever again. You know, once we do see a beautiful run-up happening for Caspa, reaching record highs, reaching the dollar ranges, once it does do that, we may not see Caspa ever again in Caspa history going back down below 10 cents. That's what you guys need to understand. That's why I always tell you guys, this really is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for Caspa to buy Caspa below 10 cents. And that's why I'm accumulating a lot of Caspa while it's super undervalued, because it really, really is, guys. Okay, Caspa is really undervalued. One day, Caspa, this project, will be in the dollar ranges. That's what you guys need to understand, okay? So looking at this is actually very, very interesting. So how much Caspa is freedom to you? 10,000 Caspa enough? And in my personal opinion, I don't think 10,000 Caspa is enough. And like what I always tell you guys, you know, you can never have enough Caspa, okay? Like I know in the past, I've made videos talking about, you know, how much Caspa do you actually need to become, you know, wealthy in the future. And I told you guys, in my personal opinion, I feel like a lot of us should become dolphins, which means you would need at least 100,000 Caspa and beyond. If you become a dolphin, okay, so you hold, you know, over 100,000 Caspa, I do believe you will be pretty wealthy down in the future, guys. So I don't think 10,000 Caspa is enough. I mean, my answer to this, guys, like how much Caspa do you actually need, right, to you know, obviously become wealthy, to become a millionaire, and of course to have freedom, because a lot of us as human beings want to have freedom, right, in life. And my answer to that is, you know, you can never have enough Caspa. That's just my personal opinion. I mean, you can look at the replies on this post. Okay, a lot of people are in fact saying, you know, 4 million Caspa, brother, for the next year. Long term, well, then we can divide that number by a lot. Okay, and you know, he says, I love it. Caspa goals, both short term and for the future. I think this is a pretty good idea what he says over here as well. Like you can, you know, store some of Caspa for long term. I know a lot of you guys want to trade Caspa, right, to make you know, trades with Caspa, and that's completely fine. There's nothing wrong with taking profits, but I think it's also a good idea to hold some Caspa for the long run, right, for long term. Okay, so yeah, you can have an amount for trading, then also another separate amount for holding for long term, where you don't touch it, you're just simply holding it for long term. You store it into, you know, a cold wallet, something like Tangent, right, and you just leave them and forget about it. I think this is a good idea as well, right? But yeah, you know, people are saying you already have enough Caspa, but this is me, you know, and this is facts, guys. Like, I just feel like I don't have enough Caspa, okay? And that's why I'm still accumulating. I'm going to be accumulating, you know, a lot of Caspa, right? I'm going to be doing it for a while. I'm going to be pretty much doing it for a lifetime, like I've said, you know, many, many times. But yeah, a lot of people are saying, you know, a fair few things like this. I'd imagine around 1 million will set you up nicely for financial freedom sooner than later, long term, 50,000 to 100,000. But yeah, that is true. Okay. What else are people saying here? Freedom isn't measured in coins, but in options. 10,000 Caspa is a start, not the destination. That's very true. Okay, $10,000 is a great start. Okay, but it's not the destination, guys. Like, if you guys are watching this video right now, and you guys, have maybe 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, or even 50,000 Caspa, don't stop stacking. Keep accumulating Caspa until you at least own 100,000 Caspa. And let's just say you own 100,000 Caspa. You're right, you reach that goal becoming a dolphin. Does that mean you should stop accumulating Caspa? No. Like I said, you can never have enough Caspa. Keep accumulating, guys. Like, let's just say your goal is to reach, let's just say, for example, 300,000 Caspa. Let's just say in the next few years down the road, you finally reach accumulating 300,000 Caspa. Does that mean you should stop? It's really up to you, but personally, I would not. Okay, I would not stop accumulating Caspa. Okay, I'm going to be buying Caspa for a while now, guys, and you guys know that. Okay, so that is that. And of course, guys, this is not financial advice, so always do your own research. So I'm looking at this, 1 million Caspa equals multi-million dollars. Think like a shark, but stay humble. That is very, very true, right? That is very true, very, very well said. I mean, I really do believe 1 million Caspa, yes, you will be very, very wealthy. If you own 1 million Caspa, that means you are pretty much a shark, right? And I do believe, yes, you will be really, really, really wealthy down in the future. Okay, and that's my goal as well, guys. I really am, and I've said this before and I'll say it again, like, I really am trying my best right now to accumulate at least 1 million Caspa to become a shark. Okay, I really do believe down in the future, right, I will eventually get there. And I'm stacking as much as I possibly can right now since Caspa is super undervalued. Right now, I want to talk about this, guys, because a lot of people are saying, and I read my comments on whether it's my videos on YouTube or on X. Okay, by the way, if you guys aren't following me on X, please do. I'm about to reach 2,000 followers, so I appreciate that, guys. I appreciate all the support. But yeah, people are saying, Caspa is a scam. Okay, and I just want to say, guys, Caspa is not a scam. Okay, it really, really isn't. I mean, if we are comparing it with, other altcoins, and these altcoins, people have been talking about this. People have mentioned these other, altcoins in my videos. Okay, for example, like Cubic. There's some coin called Cubic. Okay, and looking at this, some coin called LFI, right? Looking at this, you guys clearly see it has dropped quite a bit in 30 days. Okay, and of course the Trump coin, right? Official Trump. Okay, you guys can clearly see it has dropped quite a bit. Like, it pumped a fair bit and then it dropped. This is what a scam looks like. And here is Caspa. Okay, so Caspa is a scam, they say, but it's not true. Caspa is not a scam. Okay, it really, really isn't, guys. Yes, Caspa is on this downtrend right now. Okay, on the weekly time frame, but like I said, soon enough we're going to see Caspa breaking out of this downtrend. Okay, soon enough. Okay, it's gonna bounce up. Okay, it's gonna break that resistance, because you guys can clearly see it's getting pretty tight down here. So, eventually Caspa has to do something, and I do believe, yes, we can potentially see Caspa, like I said, going back down a little bit lower, back down to 7 cents. We will see where September will take us, but historically, September usually it's not that great. Okay, we don't see the best performing crypto assets right in this month in September, especially Bitcoin. So we'll see what will happen for Caspa this month in September. But either way, either Caspa goes back down to 7 cents, but you guys need to understand, Q4 we're gonna see Caspa, in my opinion, going back up to its previous highs, even reaching on here. I think this is very, very possible, guys. Okay, for Caspa. Okay, it really, really is. So be prepared for that. But yeah, Caspa is not a scam, guys. Okay, please understand that. And even looking at this, right? So you guys can clearly see coins like Cadena, okay, I think it's called, has dropped quite a bit. I remember a lot of people were talking about this coin back in 2021, right? The last bull cycle. And yeah, you guys can clearly see this coin is completely dead. They didn't even get back any momentum back up to the upside. Not even any momentum back up to the upside. This coin is dead. Okay. And there's this coin that is down a lot as well, like 83%. Okay, and this is the coin that I was talking about, Cubic. A lot of people in my comments are talking about this, right? and I don't get it. It's down a lot, guys. Okay, it's down quite a bit. And just looking at Caspa, right? Yes, we're on this little downtrend, okay, but you guys need to understand it will bounce back up. Okay, so Caspa is not a scam. This is what a scam looks like. Okay, there's this cubic, there's this, and Cadena. Okay, this is what a scam looks like, guys. Right, so understand Caspa is not a scam. Okay, and I'm reading the comments. People are slowly losing faith for Caspa. Okay, and I told them straight, sell the Caspa to me. I'll buy your Caspa. Okay, and if you guys are in Caspa for short term, just to make a quick buck, you might as well just get out now. There is really no point, being in Caspa for short term. Okay, Caspa is a great long-term project to be in. Okay, it really, really is, guys. The future is so bright for Caspa, and we are so early into Caspa. Caspa's still developing, as we all know, still being tested on a lot of things. We are truly in the early stages for Caspa, and that's why personally I am stacking as much Caspa as I possibly can. Okay, so that being said, guys, understand Caspa is not a scam. All these other coins are scams. Okay, so don't lose faith for Caspa, guys. Study Caspa, and I promise you will be pretty bullish on Caspa. Once you understand how Caspa works, what it actually is, the technology behind it, the block DAG, you're going to be in it for a while. Okay, and you're going to be very, very bullish on Caspa, and you will realize that Caspa is truly going to be the next big thing. And that's why we are in fact seeing a lot of these Bitcoiners / Bitcoin maxis coming into Caspa. Okay, they realize that Caspa, there is potential for it in the future. Okay, that's what you guys need to understand. So study Caspa. But that being said, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give this video a thumbs up, and of course, subscribe to the channel. That is always much, much appreciated. And yeah, I will catch you guys all in my next video. Have a good one, guys.